Let's create one more tutorial in FreeCAD. In this video you'll learn to use pad, mirror, revolve, pocket and chamfer. So open the FreeCAD and let's go. The first step to create this part, we will select the right plane and create this sketch. We will make this square 75 by 75 millimeters and we will extrude this 10 millimeters. So go to create a sketch, select the right plane, and select center red rectangle. Click here in the midpoint, 75 by 75 millimeters, and press OK. Leave the sketch and go to pad. The length here 10 millimeters, and press OK. And now we will select this face here to create this sketch. And here we will create the circle first. The circle has 15 millimeters of diameter, and the distance between the center of the circle and this edge here is 40 millimeters. So select this face and go to create a sketch. Go to external projection, select this point and this point here, and select a line. Make a line between these 2 points, and select a circle. Make a circle here with 15 millimeters of diameter, and go to dimension. The distance between this circle and this line here is 40 millimeters. And now we will create this arc with 15 millimeters of radius and create this 2 line here. So go to arc from center, click here in the center of the circle, make an arc here, and select a line, make a line between this point and this point, this point, and this point. And go to dimension, select the tangent, select this line and this arc, this line and this arc. And this arc here has 15 millimeters of radius. Press OK. We need to extrude this 10 millimeters and create another one in the other side. Okay. So leave the sketch, go to pad, reverse the direction, the length 10 millimeters, and press OK. And go to mirror. And here, select the transform tool shapes, add feature, select this face here, and the plane. Select the XZ plane and press OK. And now we will make this sketch here. So we'll look at this face and we will create an arc here with 30 millimeters of radius and create this 2 line. And the distance between this line and the midpoint is 26 millimeters. So rotate this a little bit, select this face and go to create a sketch. And here select a circle and click here in the midpoint, make a circle here with 60 millimeters of diameter. And select a line, make a line here and create another line here. And go to horizontal vertical constraints, select this point and this point here. Select this point and this point here. And go to dimension. The distance between these 2 lines is 52 millimeters. And the distance between this line and this point here, 26. Just to check the dimension here, okay? And go to trim. Cut the circle here and cut the circle here. Look that it is moving here. So you go to constraint, select equal, select this arc and this arc here. We made this profile. So leave the sketch. Go to pad. The length here is 10 millimeters. So the length here 10 millimeters and press OK. We made this one. And now let's create this hole here. This hole in the center has 20 millimeters of diameter and 15 millimeters of depth. So select this face and go to create a sketch. Select a circle, click here in the midpoint, make a circle here with 20 millimeters of diameter, and leave the sketch. Go to pocket. The length here is 15 millimeters of length, and press OK. And now we will make this cylinder here, okay? This axis here. So we'll use a revolve to create this. So the first thing that we'll make here, go to create a sketch and select the front plane. And go to external projection and select this face. And here, select line. Click here, activate the toggle section view. Click here in this line, make a line here. Okay. And the length of this line is 40 millimeters plus 41 plus 64. Go to dimension, select this line, 40 millimeters plus 41 plus 64. Press OK. And now we will create this line here and this one. This line here has 17.5 millimeters. And here we'll create another line and this one. And the distance between these two lines here is 43/2. So select polyline, click here on this point. Make this sketch here, okay? And make a line here. And go to, make sure that the line is horizontal and vertical line. And go to dimension. This line here has 17.5. And the distance between this line and the center line here, 43/2. Press OK. And this line here has 40 millimeters of length. Select this line here, 40 millimeters of length, and leave the sketch. Go to revolve. The axis horizontal, sketch axis, and press OK. We made this profile here. And now we will make this cut. So to create this cut, we will make an arc and a line here. And the distance between this line here and the midpoint is 7.5 millimeters. So rotate this, select this face, and go to create a sketch. And here, select the arc, click here on this point, make an arc here with 17.5 millimeters of radius. And select a line, make a line between these 2 points. And go to sketch dimension. The distance here is 7.5 millimeters. And leave the sketch. Go to pocket. We need to cut this 64 millimeters. So the length here is 64 millimeters. And press OK. And now we need to add some chamfers here. So we have a chamfer here, 2 millimeters, and a chamfer here with 2 millimeters. And here the chamfer is 1 millimeters. Okay. So go to chamfer and select, click here and select this edge here. And select this edge here. The size here is 2 millimeters, equal distance, and press OK. And go to chamfer again. Select this edge here. The chamfer here is 1 millimeters. Select this and press OK. And that's it. Here we finish our exercise. So thanks for watching. Subscribe my channel for more, and see you in the next videos. Bye bye.